Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. Oh, I got a big box here to show you. So I opened it a little bit, but this is a box from Heritage Auctions. And it's a fairly big box, if you can see. Oh, it's quite big. And it's only because of one auction. Actually, there's 4 auctions in this, but one of them just happened to be a lot bigger than the others in terms of the number of comics in it. So it resulted in a fairly big box. Which is interesting because it was the cheapest of the of the comic auction wins. It was one of those ones where it was like 50 some odd books in one auction, and most of them they didn't even tell you what it was. So it was like 50 books, and it's mysterious. Like, I don't even know what they are. Like, I know a few of them, and the reason I bought it was because I thought the few that looked cool were worthy of getting. So yeah, it's going to be a surprise. So this will be a mystery box a bit. Okay. So this is the stack. You can see it's a pretty big stack of comics that are the mystery. Okay. So I'm going to put that over here. And then we got I hate the little wood chips, or the wood, whatever they are, the styrofoam chips. But then we got a whole bunch of really great slabs. These are mega books. Like, when I say mega books, I mean really, really, really huge books. Okay, I'm not even sure what to start with. I'm gonna open up this set of slabs first, and then we'll get into the mystery box, and then we'll end with the other set of slabs. But this one has a whole bunch of cool things in it. I just have to open it without cutting the comic. So there's some raw comics in here as well. Okay, get the comics out. I can just get the slabs out. Okay, this has like this has the biggest slab of the whole collection, and it's a massive book, and I'll show that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to show you the raw books first, and it was basically a collection of 2, Moon Girl. So and I got a really great deal on it. So it was like a couple $100 for 2 issues of Moon Girl. So I'm going to open it up. Hopefully they're individually bagged and boarded. Put that over there. So we got Moon Girl number 2 and a lower grade Moon Girl number 3. So I'll show that again. It's Moon Girl number 3. Really great covers from Moon Girl. And Moon Girl number 2. I think these are really great covers. I really enjoy it. Johnny Craig cover. So just a really, really great artist from EC. And I believe my first Moon Girl is way up there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but Moon Girl number 1's up there. So now I have 1, 2, and 3 of Moon Girl, which is kind of cool. Okay, the next one is kind of a silly comic, but and I actually already had this comic, but I like the idea of getting it slabbed. Is Elf number 1. This is the first appearance of Elf, and this is Elf number 1. It's a 9.6, so it was kind of nice, and it was affordable. It wasn't that expensive to buy, so I thought it was a kind of a cool book to get. Like, I liked Elf. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the big book. Actually, wait, I've got one more but this is actually a kind of a big book in a weird way. This is Tick. Special edition number 1, and this is the first appearance of the Tick. So this is like before Tick number 1. So this is special edition number 1, and there was only 5,000 of these printed, and each were numbered. So inside is numbered. This is number 3,553. So it's kind of cool. So it's a very rare comic. There's only, as I said, only 5,000 issues of it. And it is one that is kind of cool. Like I like the Tick. I think I like these quirky kind of silly characters, and Tick is one of those kind of silly characters. And it's a really great back to it too. You can see all the characters on the back, which is kind of nice. And it is from 1988. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the biggest. This is by far the biggest book in this whole thing, and I had to kind of pay a lot for it. It was a big buy. This is my big purchase. It is More Fun Comics 101, and this is the first appearance of Superboy. So it's just a really, like, this one was one that was on my want list for a while now. And the interesting thing is the original Superboy is really, what happened was the intro for it, they say, oh, you know, many of our readers have asked, what was Superman like as a child? What did he do? Like, was he just a, you know, regular child, or was he a Superboy? And they basically decided to tell the story of early childhood Superman. So, it actually gives the origin of Superman as well. You know, it tells the story of how they sent a rocket from Krypton and all that kind of stuff. And it gives his first kind of experience as a young boy with superpowers. So it's kind of interesting. It's a, you know, he rescues a guy from a car that ran over him and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a very interesting story. So it's very short. It's a very short story too. It's like only 5 or 6 pages. But this is his first appearance, and it's kind of cool to have this in my collection finally. I actually have his first cover appearance over there as well. And it's just, it's a really great book. More Fun Comics are just some really amazing comics that not many people, they're very under the radar in terms of collectors realizing the significance of More Fun Comics. It was the comic series that had the first appearances of Aquaman, Green Arrow, Speedy, who are both there. And it just has, like, you know, all these kind of major Golden Age characters like Spectre, Dr. Fate, you know, we're all in More Fun Comics. So just a really great comic to have in my collection. And, you know, it's a reasonable grade. It's a 2.5. It's not super high grade, but, you know, it looks okay. It looks okay. And I'll show you the back. And this is from 1945. So it's a nice Golden Age book. So More Fun Comics number 101. Okay. So that was the big purchase in this unboxing. But that doesn't mean that there's still not great stuff. And I will show you this big mystery box. I really don't know what's in here. I don't know what, like, they basically said, you know, there was like a bunch of Golden Age books that I know that are going to be in here. And then they said, oh yeah, but then there's a bunch of other stuff. And it's like, what's the other stuff? So I have no idea what is in this. It should be interesting. So it was only $100, so you can't go wrong when you buy. I think it had like at least 15 Golden Age books, and then a bunch of maybe modern books mixed in. Wow, definitely hard to get out though. Okay, got that part off. Now, did they just put them in raw? Wow. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. Usually Heritage is pretty good about bagging and boarding stuff, but I guess this time, because they are cheaper comics, they didn't bag and board them. So they're going to be raw. Hopefully some good stuff. Sec here. Struggling with the tape. Okay. Okay. I'm not doing this to build up the excitement. It's just really awkward to open this up. Okay. Now, there are some loose ones from other auctions that are mixed in. Okay. But Okay, it looks like they bagged and boarded the good books, like all the Golden Age ones, are bagged and boarded, fortunately. It's the other stuff that is not. And I'll probably start with the other stuff that's not, since it's kind of just thrown in here. Wow. Okay, that was very much a struggle. So, okay, so this is all the junk that's in here. They just, as I said, I think they didn't even bother mentioning what it was because it literally is like dollar bin kind of books. So you got like, man, this one, it looks like it's got water damage. This is X-Force Deluxe #1, I believe. Yeah, so X-Force Deluxe, and it looks like it's got water damage. Then we got a very beaten up Superman 23, I believe the second series, not the first series. If this was first series, it'd be nice Golden Age. And it's very beaten up. Like you can see, it's like just in really rough shape. Okay. Then we got, I never even heard of the series, The Wanderers. Again, it looks like it's got water damage. #11 on that. Then we got Dark Hawk. #11. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, these are all reader comics. They're all in that reader grade. This is X Factor 59. I don't know if there's anything special about X Factor 59, but yeah, X Factor. And then we have, I don't even know what this one is. This one's really weird. The Abominations, #1. Maybe it's the first Abominations. It's $1 million book. I doubt it, though. So yeah, it looks like, again, all these seem to have some kind of water damage. So probably that's why they were just thrown in. It was like a collection. Then we got... Oh, this one's stuck together because it's... Wow, really rough shape. Then we got Unforce, #1. This is the collector's edition. I don't know. Wraparound cover though, kind of cool. So Unforce, and this one, I don't know what's going on. This is Black Wolf #3. It's got that typical 90s style to it. Okay, who is the artist? Okay, don't know. And this one, the cover is completely detached, which is kind of sad. But this is Quasar #44. And as I said, the cover is completely detached. It's complete, but it's detached. And then we got Meet Misty #4. So that's actually kind of cool. And then we got some random page from a comic. I'm not even sure what this is. It's a Kool-Aid ad just thrown in here. I don't know why. Okay, so some of these are a little bit rough and odd. And then we got Hot Stuff, Creepy Caves. And this is in really bad shape. #5. And then we got Hot Stuff 127. As I said, this whole thing was a lot. It was a bit of a mystery box from Heritage Auctions, which is kind of interesting. But they had 59 comics and I bought it, got the auction win for $100. And then we got Hot Stuff #120. That's actually not in bad grade. It's not too bad. So that one they bagged and boarded because it's a bit better. Then we got a really beaten up Hot Stuff. Hot Stuff #112. I actually don't mind Hot Stuff. It's kind of cute. It's one of those books that I would read when I was a kid. So I don't even remember much of the stories, to tell you the truth. And then we got Hot Stuff #69. Kind of an interesting cover. And then we got Hot Stuff #68. And then we got Spooky and Spooky Town #54. Kind of interesting. These are all Harvey comics, which is kind of cool. And then we got Spooky Haunted House number 9. And then we got Casper, the ghost, the friendly ghost, number 176. These are all like Bronze Age comics, so it's kind of interesting. Then we got Casper Spaceship, number 4. Not sure what that is. So I'm going to have like a little collection of Casper the Spaceship, but because this is Casper the Spaceship number 2, I didn't even know there was a Casper the Spaceship. So Casper Spaceship, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then we got Sad Sack Laugh Special number 77. And then whenever there's a higher grade one, they always bag and board it. So that's kind of cool. So this is Sad Sack Laugh Special 76. This is in a bit better shape. And then we got Sad Sack, a lot of Sad Sack, 273. I never read Sad Sack. I always thought it was like Beagle Bailey or whatever. But I'm not familiar with it. Like I know it, but I never read it. Then we got Lotta 114. But these are all reader copies, so kind of convenient in that respect. And then we have Dot and Dotland, number 62. So I like Little Dot. That's okay. She's okay. And then we got the Little Audrey and Melvin, number 60. And then another Little Audrey and Melvin, number 57. And then we have Richie Rich, Dollar Dog, number 2. This is kind of cool. It's in really rough shape, though. These are in really brutal shape. Like, actually, this one's not too bad. This is Richie Rich Cash, number 44. So it's not too bad, but it's a more modern book. That's a, like, 80s book, I would say. Then we have Sad Sack Navy Globs and Gals. And that's number 5. And then we have Richie Rich Diamonds, 23. So as I said, most of these are like dollar bin books, maybe even less than dollar bin books. This is Baby Huey Papa and Papa, number 10. I mean, these are old. Like, this is like a fairly old book. This is a Silver Age book, 12 center. Harvey Comics. This one's missing the back cover. And this is Casper and the Ghost and Nightmare, number 12. It's missing the back cover, but it's got a Rocky Bullwinkle cover, a story on the back. It's kind of cool. Casper and Midnight, number 12. Wow, a lot of these ones I'm not so familiar with. And then this is Orion, number 10. Whatever that is. I'm not super familiar with that one. Then we got Amethyst, number 3. Amethyst, number 9. Okay, so I'm not seeing much value in any of these books, to tell you the truth. And then we got Amethyst, number 8. Not a bad cover. Kind of like the girl. Okay. And then we got Arak, number 15. And it's in bad shape. It's in really rough shape. Okay. And then we have Arian, number 12. And then we have Arian, number 31. And then we have some Bronze Age Flash. It looks like, or maybe actually even Copper Age. Flash 302. Flash 302. It's in really rough shape. It's like about to fall apart. And then we have the last one, which is New Talent Showcase. DC New Talent Showcase number 5. So that one was bagged and boarded. It looks like a bit better shape, but not the greatest too. I don't know. So it's kind of weird. I'm not even sure why they put all these in here, because they're all, for the most part, worthless books. Like, sorry, but they're, yeah. I mean, they're reader copies. It's kind of cool in that respect. But they weren't the reason I bought the lot. And I'll show you the reason I bought the lot. It was really for these Golden Age books that were in here. And I'll show you all the Golden Age books. So I thought, for the number of Golden Age books, it's worth $100. So, there was like maybe 50 junky ones, but let's get into the Golden Age ones. So Wings 57, and these are low grade, but they're kind of cool. Wings 57, Wings 58. These are some nice Golden Age war covers. And then we got Wings 65. Wings, what number? 67. And there are some really, like, these are the cheaper Wings, to tell you the truth. These are all Lee Elias covers. Lee Elias covers, which is nice. I like Lee Elias. He's a really great artist. So, but these are the cheaper ones. So Wings has some really expensive comics in it, but it's the Good Girl art ones that are the expensive ones. These are the war covers. They aren't as valuable. But here's one that's kind of nice. Wings Comics 102. Just a nice, has a woman on it and she's fighting some wolves or something. That's kind of cool. In low grade. These are all fairly low grade. This is Wings Comics 103. Now I have almost like a little collection of Wings comics from this. And then this is Wings Comics 114. And then we got Wings Comics 115. If you're into war covers, these are kind of cool. And then we got Wings Comics 116. And then Wings Comics 118. And then Wings Comics 119. Lots of Wings comics. And Wings Comics 121. And that's the complete collection of Wings that I got. So a whole bunch there. Then there was some more stuff still. I thought this one was really cool, actually. This was one of the ones that they showed in the, like, they didn't show many of what was in the lot, but they did show this. I thought this had a really cool cover. This is Black, what number is it? I don't know what issue number it is. Oh, Volume 8, number 4. Black Magic, Volume 8, number 4. I just thought it was a really cool cover. Now, this is obviously maybe Atomic Age, or maybe it's missing the centerfold. It's incomplete, so that's why it's kind of cheap. But it's kind of a cool comic. I thought the robot, it kind of reminds me of the Stepford Wives or something like that. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So Volume 8, number 4, Black Magic. And then there's another Black Magic. Volume 6, number 3, Black Magic. And this is the one I really liked. This is the reason I bid on the lot at all. I really thought this has a really great cover. This is Authentic Police Cases, and I believe it's number 6 or 4. Number 4. I just thought it was a really great cover. Really liked that cover. Good Girl art cover. Oh, and some more Wings. Okay. Wings number 31. And then another Black Magic. Black Magic Volume 7, number 3. And then this one is missing the cover. It's Wings number 13. So early Wings. And then we got Wings number 36, and I believe it's just the cover. It's just the cover, not the comic, number 36. So that's kind of interesting, kind of weird. Then we got Wings 44. No cover. Coverless on that one too. And then Wings 54. So a lot of Golden Age. I figure for $100, not too bad. Not too bad. It's kind of cool to get all those kind of maybe not so valuable Wings issues, but just kind of cool wartime cover issues. But I really like that the one that I showed, the Authentic Police Crimes. I really liked this cover. I thought it was a really great cover. I just like the way that this woman is like sort of in the dark and kind of coming out and scaring this other woman. I thought that was really cool. So I really like this one. So to me, that was just that one comic by itself would have been worth it. And the rest is all bonus to me. Okay. Now this is a different lot. I won this book. This is Dagger, number, I believe it's number 15. Yes, 15. I always liked this cover. I bid on this one so many times and I finally win it. So this is maybe my 4th time bidding on this comic and I always lose. But I finally got it. I just really like the whole good girl art cover. And this is from Fox Publishing. So a lot of the interior art is very sexy and kind of fun, campy stuff. So I really like Fox. So this is Dagger Desert Hawk number 15. Just a really great good girl art cover with a mummy and everything. It's just kind of fun. Okay. So that is that. And we got one last set of slabs to open. And there's some good stuff here too. Still some more good stuff. Hopefully I can get it in. Okay, so this is... Actually, I'm sort of embarrassed about this one. I was sort of... I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was working too long or something. And I bought something that I shouldn't have. And I paid too much for it too. Not only did I buy something that I shouldn't have, but I paid too much for it, which is kind of sad. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, I like Plastic Man. And what I was trying to do was get sort of key issues in Plastic Man. But the key issues are in Police Comics. And for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking Police Comics when they showed Plastic Man comics. So Police Comics and Plastic Man are 2 different series, but they both have Plastic Man in them. And so I was bidding as if they were Police Comics when they were actually not Police Comics. So so they were on my, I was checking my want list, and I didn't even think I have this one. No, I don't. Okay, good. I don't have it at least. This is Plastic Man number 5. So it's early Plastic Man. It's kind of cool, but I paid way too much. I paid over 100. Like this, you can usually get a little bit cheaper. It's not a bad grade. It's like a VG plus, but it's you could probably get it under 100. I paid over 100 for it. It's too much, really too much. And then this is Plastic Man number 8. Okay, and I like Plastic Man, so I mean they're cool, but I paid too much for them, and I paid over $100 each, and it's just too much. It was like $300 for the 2 of them, which is too much. And I don't know what I was thinking. I impulse bought both of them, and it was just dumb. I felt like such an idiot. I was like, what am I doing? I realized actually after I bid on this one that, hey, it's not Police Comics, it's Plastic. I don't even know what I was thinking. You know, you have maybe a long day at work or something, and you just do something where you bid on something when you shouldn't. And that's what happened. I really don't know what I was thinking that day. So I bid on these, and I'm like, oh man, what did I just do? Why did I just waste money? Because I know I could get these cheaper. You can get these under $100 usually, and I pay over $100. So they're VG fine conditions, so they're not bad. It's just a bit of an overbuy, you know. And it was a bit frustrating to have spent money on something that I could have gotten elsewhere cheaper. Okay, this one's actually kind of an interesting one. I actually have this already, but I wanted to get a higher grade. This is Giant Size Man Thing, number 4. And this is the first solo story with Howard the Duck. And it actually says that. First, Howard the Duck solo story, Howard the Duck backup story with art from Frank Brunner. Brunner. And it also has like a little sticker on it. I believe this is like either a pedigree or, you know, the Oregon collection. So it's a pedigree as well. So that's kind of cool. So I don't know. I thought that was a little bit cool. And it wasn't expensive. This is like a cheap book, but I thought it was kind of cool that you know, I like Howard the Duck, so to get his first solo series was kind of cool. Okay, now we're at the last book, and you know, I always want to end with kind of a major book, and this is a major book. So this is The Funnies, number 1, and from 1936. So nice early comic book from the Platinum Age. Not a Golden Age book, but a Platinum Age book. So The Funnies, number 1. And this has actually a whole bunch of first appearances in it. And I believe it says, first appearance of Captain Easy, Alley Oop, Mutt and Jeff, and Tailspin Tommy. So I'm a fan of Captain Easy and Alley Oop because, you know, they're kind of cool. Captain Easy, when he actually had his own title, was the art was done by Alex Schomburg. So that's how I got into him. So this is just a really great comic. Lots of early first appearances. And it is one that I actually got a pretty good deal on. I think this is a fairly expensive book normally, and I got a pretty good price on it. So it was like under it was around $300 to $400, which is pretty cheap actually for what it is. It's a major book from the Platinum era, so I kind of super excited to get that in my collection. So that's New Funnies, not New Funnies, The Funnies number 1 from 1936. And yeah, so it's in rough shape. It's in a 2.5, but you know, still a very cool book. So that has been my Heritage Auctions unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. There was a lot of cool things in here. The big thing being the more fun. That is definitely a book that is a huge book, and it's just such a great book to have in my collection. I was super excited to win this one. And, you know, I got it for a reasonable price. It's not a cheap book by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely one that I was excited to get. And I almost got a higher graded one, but like I was trying to get it from my comic shop, and I just couldn't get the guy to agree on my price. And he ended up selling it anyways, so he probably was smart not to agree to my price. But he had a 5.0 and he wanted like 4,000 to 5,000 for it, and I just couldn't pay that much for it. I just wanted to get a little cheaper. So this book was under 2,000, so you know, it's not too bad. So yeah, but it's a really cool book to have. 1945 More Fun Comics 101. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Thanks for watching. And please leave a comment, like, and all that kind of stuff. And subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss these cool unboxings. Thanks for watching. Bye.